Happy noon, everybody. So happy you could join me for this Take 10 that is actually not live. I couldn't be live today, and I won't be live next week, but we'll still continue um, with our posts because I wanted to make sure that there was consistency. So anyway, thanks for joining. And for those of you who know me, welcome and hello. It's great to be with you again. For those of you who don't know me, welcome. I'm Lucy, and I own Shift with Lucy, and I teach meditative movement practices to folks who are looking for balance. I know your time is really valuable, and so I want to just dive right in. Last time, we talked about the serious ramifications of not reducing stress in our lives and how it can present itself over time in our bodies through all of this long list of illnesses and dis-ease that can present itself as we get older and go on with our lives without dealing with stress. This time, I want to look at the practice of grounding for stability, which really helps lower stress. The act of grounding has three parts to it: quieting, settling or simplifying, and focusing. Just saying the words grounding for stability, you can immediately get a felt sense of a downward motion or flow. And this first step, quieting, is literally the act of not listening to mental chatter or even the chatter of others. And we do that by feeling the breath. When you quiet and allow the breath to be the center of your awareness, moving away from the mental chatter or the swirl of chaos that can form around you, physiological things happen. And just kind of notice here all of this, the physiological things of the heart rate lowering, blood pressure dropping, glucose and insulin levels evening out, and the body settling into rest and digest. Isn't it interesting that all of these are lowering? That just gives you an idea of just grounding or rooting down, even in the first stage of quieting. But this gears us into the second step, and that's settling. We feel the body settle physically, and you may even notice emotions and thoughts kind of sifting down. When settling, we're not caught up in the swirling of emotion, of thinking, of physical sensation, because you're still with your breath. It's truly about ignoring the cyclone of arguing and chaos that can whirl in past experiences and these conversations that we have, future hypothetical situations, and confusing the actual current situation. Settling drops everything down so that you have the option of brushing away what isn't important. And that's what sets the stage for focusing. Focusing is really important because when things settle, we can take time to release what isn't important and focus in on what's left. So I'm wondering if you've ever played 52 card pickup, because it's a great visual for taking a look at these three stages of grounding. 52 card pickup is that game where somebody says, "Hey, you ever played 52 card pickup?" and then just takes the whole deck and flies it all over the place. Well, in our practice, just imagine the deck. The deck of cards is just there. It's almost like when you get together with your family, everything's going nice. It's all in a neat pile. Everybody's enjoying themselves. And then somebody says something. And it's something that maybe starts even jokingly, but there's this layer of resentment or anger. It's like a joke with a jab. And that's when everything sort of there's this, and have you ever experienced this? It's like this little passive aggressive thing that we've all probably done or have had done to us. Unresolved hurt feelings from past experiences come to the present dinner conversation. Your mind starts churning out thoughts. Where is this spark going to go? Sometimes people begin to defend themselves as the cards begin to fly. Others, want to hide, or, it may even escalate as the cards still are in a tornado. Maybe someone gets up to leave. Maybe it's you. Who knows? These stories arrive and storms of words start swirling around in a tornado of emotion. And we find ourselves in this situation feeling like we have to defend ourselves, or arguing, maybe even pushing away from the table and leaving in a whirl of anger, or even spitting out words that we regret. But in the practice of grounding, when these things happen, we begin by just focusing in on the breath. Even though the cards are still in chaos, we breathe. And we just allow ourselves to quiet. You're not contributing to the chaos. You're present, even though the tornado may still be there. Even though people are holding cards, grabbing for them, no matter what, you settle into the quiet. And then when everything settles, you have this sensation of the wind dying down. And this can only happen when we've taken the steps not to contribute to the wind. We nurture ourselves with our own breath and feel things settling. And that's when that third stage is available. Focus. When things settle, we can notice what matters and what doesn't. We can look down at those 52 cards and just brush away what's all about the past. We can remove all of the words that are used for attack and defense. We take away blame, accusations, and we see what's left. That's focus. Still breathing. And generally what's left is, the truth of what's really happening. I don't feel heard, or I don't feel love. Whatever the root to all of the chaos really is. Sometimes when we get into this, the person responds to your shift and they're ready to pick up the remaining cards and have an honest discussion. Sometimes it moves back into chaos and we have to maintain our work, repeating the process of quieting, settling, focusing. And we're grounded again and can make choices from that rooted position. This process of quieting, settling, and focusing isn't easy. And we certainly weren't raised to respond in this way, at least most of us. So it really takes time and practice and patience. And we have to give ourselves some credit just for trying. So what we do is we allow ourselves to practice this in the classes that we take, in our Tai Chi, in our yoga, our Qigong, so that we're better able to take it out into the rest of our lives. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. And I also wanted to let you know that I've been developing something over the past 9 months that I'm so excited about. And I'm going to reveal it in a couple of weeks, and I'll give you more information as we get closer to it. Yay. But also, I wanted to invite you to go to our website. If you want to try a short practice of Tai Chi, you can log on to our main site, shiftwithlucy.com, and click on this Try Tai Chi, and it'll give you a link to a video of a simple practice that's really helpful to fold into your life. Hey, shifters, have a great week. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you next Tuesday for another unlive, but we are live, but another unlive, and have a great week. Take care.